My name is Ross Mandell, and welcome to the show today. I'm coming to you live. We're coming to you from Mammoth Studios in Boca Raton, Florida. I am uncut, unedited, unfiltered, uncensored. I'm incredibly unrehearsed, and by the way, I'm under arrest. Oh my God, it's good to be here today. It's a Monday. It's January the 31st. And again, I got caught wearing my shades. What's going on? I just want you people to know if my eyes look a little red. I spent 18 hours working on my case. 18 hours. You try it in front of the computer. It's terrible. March the 14th. I'm not hiding. Are you? Now, I've taken so much heat from everybody. Why don't you talk more about your case? Why do you replay the same webcast 2 or 3 days in a row? Why? If you really want to know, send me a private email, ross@rossmandell.com, SSL. It's not appropriate to put everything on your wall on Facebook. I don't care who you are, or what you think, or where you're from. It's just inappropriate. What can I tell you? And it's a pain in the neck. There are people that really just don't care what you want to know. So send me an email. Send me a text, and I'll get right on it. Now, so many great things going on. Such a great response. I just want to discuss and catch up on a few things. May 21st, 2011, people are calling it, they say it's Judgment Day. Very interesting, at 11 o'clock in Jerusalem, 11 a.m. in Jerusalem, Israel, on May 21st, 2011, will be the only and first and only time in 20 years that the entire world is on the same day. Don't ask me how these things happen. I'm just reporting this phenomenon to you. So, on May 21st, 2011, the whole world will be the same day. What with the time zones, the date changes, and, the lines of demarcation and whatnot. So, that's just something I'm reporting. It's not my opinion. It's not my idea. I didn't come up with this sort of theory. I'm telling you what people are saying. Now, a lot of good questions are coming to me about the current crisis in Egypt, in the country of Egypt, in the Middle East. Egypt, look at this, king of denial. Mubarak hangs on as protest rages. New York Post. We're talking about regime foe. Oh, in show of farce. Now, I read a lot of papers. I watch a lot of news broadcasts. People want to know what I think, so I'm going to tell you the story. Mubarak is a friend to America, and he's been a friend to Israel. He's a guy who wants to keep the status quo. He's up in his palace, he's eating foie gras, he's eating caviar, and he's drinking champagne. This is for television, guys, so I gotta play up the drama a little bit. People are starving in Egypt. You can't afford to buy a home, even in the slums, even in the ghetto. It's unaffordable. There are no jobs. People are out of work. There is unrest. It's unfair. There are doctors that can't see a patient unless they pay off the military $25 a shot. Like that. This is reported stuff. I'm not making anything up. So, just to let you know, the current state is dismal. People are rioting because that's it. People, when you run out of options as a group, sort of the herd mentality takes over. And that's when things change. This guy is a fascist dictator. He's been a puppet of America, a friend to Israel in the West. And there are people that just don't like it. You've seen it time and time again around the world. I mean, at one time, Fidel Castro was an American puppet who just turned on us. Okay? So I want you to understand what's going on in Egypt is most likely an anti-American sentiment causing, inflaming this unrest, which is just there. Now, somebody said, you know, unemployment, runaway inflation, just no jobs and material things for the poor and the middle class, a small percentage of the upper crust living it up, a lot of other people suffering, starting to sound like what? The United States of America. Guess what? Guess what, people? It's not out of the question. Years ago, I met a very smart guy. He said, revolution is coming to America. Wait, watch, and see. Things are not getting better. They're just being reported that they're being better. You and I both know things are very, very tough. Corruption. You know, the public finds corruption disgusting. And when it gets out of hand, people take action. I'm talking to you. People take action. When it's disgusting enough, when it starts happening to you, then, you know, crowds get together, the herd mentality sets in, and people become human. And it's human to fight. You know, it's human nature. We're a violent species, so you know. We kill for sport. We fight for sport. We hurt for sport. Many of the animal kingdom doesn't understand this kind of behavior. This is our genetic makeup. And I'm sorry to say, if things in the world prompt us, then guess what's going to happen? Now, on another note, I want to say thank God Charlie OD'd. They took him to Cedars Sinai Hospital in LA on a stretcher. And his father Martin Sheen, his ex-wife Denise Richards, and others. The network finally took a stand. His agent, he's biting the bullet for his 10 points. And Charlie went straight to an undisclosed rehabilitation and a lockdown. That's what they say. But you know what? That's where he belongs, in a safe place where he can no longer hurt himself and the people that he loves the most. And so I'm praying for you, Charlie. Now, I just want to say, you know, very interesting. On the news last night, Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay, we're crazy about you. Lindsay Lohan came out publicly and said she's worried about Charlie Sheen. Now, if that's not the pot calling the kettle black, you gotta love it. But that's what healing, that's what recovery's all about. You know, you come to your senses, you get some clean time, your mind starts to clear, your soul starts to say, oh, you become a member of the human race again. And all of a sudden, you see somebody that was in your shoes and you're like, I feel terrible for him. He needs help. Now, it just so happens, in the same newspaper, Casey Jordan, our 22-year-old porn star, quite a little porn star she is, they say. She's talking faster than they can print money. And our government prints money pretty fast. She said Sheen is dentally ill. She says while they were partying, drinking, and snorting coke, he was spitting teeth out. Seems he doesn't have any teeth left. They're all porcelain. Guess what happens when you're an addict? When you're an alcoholic and you drink and you drug too much? It's poison. Cocaine they're snorting. Cocaine is acid. It's cocaine hydrochloride. It's amazing the little tidbits that I come up with. It eats away at your teeth, your gum, your bone. I mean, what are you kidding? It's terrible. But I just thought that was really cute. Lindsay Lohan, she's saying Charlie needs help. He's in trouble. You got to go for that. Now, last night, actually Sunday night, last night, I had a friend over and we were watching TV and we put on Sherlock Holmes on cable. Sherlock Holmes, the famous English detective, a great remake starring Robert Downey Jr. We know him from Iron Man 1 and 2 and maybe 3, who knows. Robert Downey was a bad boy. This guy was locked up. He was the Charlie Sheen from 15 years ago. Robert Downey finally, when enough concerned people got in there, They drilled some sense into his head, and he's become an Oscar-nominated, celebrated, just a grade A-list actor, Hollywood movie star. And by the way, they say he's a pretty wonderful human being on top of it all. And it goes to show you that when you get it right, you get it right. The 12 steps are the way to go. It's all about recovery. It's about abstinence. It's about finding a God of your understanding. I have my God. Do you? I am a spiritual human being. For 20 plus years now, I have a God in my life, a God of my understanding who looks out for me. Doesn't matter what the situation is. It's okay. It's an inside job. When you feel okay and you feel safe, you are. You are. And if circumstances are tough, well, they'll work out. You will be again. I promise you that. My name is Ross Mandell, SSL. Website is www.rossmandell.com. I'm on Facebook as Ross Mandell, and I got a YouTube channel which has been very busy lately, and that's it's Ross H. Mandell, capital R, capital H, capital M, Ross H. Mandell at youtube.com. Check out my uploads and my favorites. You'll have a great time. I want to thank you very much for giving me this time today, Monday, January 31st. 18 hours of case preparation this weekend. My eyes are killing me. I got another 6 more to go after I leave you good people today. I just want to say what a privilege, what a pleasure it is to be here. Lindsay, you keep worrying about Charlie and you look out for another human being, and guess what? You'll stay clean too. It's an amazing thing how that works. I love you guys. It's so good to see you, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you.